What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. And before I get started, if y'all can hit that like and subscribe button, it'd be greatly appreciated. Today I'll be reviewing this 2021 Nissan Rogue S. Just picked this up from Jeff Schmitt Nissan over in Beaver Creek, Ohio. They are currently doing some work on my Titan, so they gave me this as a loaner. So I thought that this would be a perfect opportunity to review it. It features a 2.5 liter four-cylinder engine with 181 horses, made it to a CVT transmission. It is front-wheel drive. So this is basically what it looks like under the hood. It features the Nissan V-Motion grille. So given that this is an S, it is missing quite a few comforts that most of us are accustomed to. So these are the handles. There's no push button or anything on here on these handles, so you either have to unlock it from a key fob or take the key out of the standard key fob and unlock the doors that way. Let's take a look at the back of it. Here's what it looks like in the back. I believe it's about 36 cubic feet back here. I could be wrong on those numbers. I will double check that, but this is what it looks like in the back. All the floor mats are still wrapped in plastic. And let's take a look. Let me unlock the back door. Let me unlock the truck or the SUV. So it's currently set to my seating position. So here's what it looks like in the back seat. And with my seating position, let's see how it is back here. Yeah, I'm 5'11", so if this is set to my seating position, it's really not a lot of knee room back here. I thought this thing in the back would initially be comparable to the Altima, but it's not. But it does have some cup holders back here. You have some air vents. So you have some air vents, and there are no USB chargers back here. So that's the back seat. Let's move on to the front. Let's start it up. Got the new Nissan chime on it. Let's turn this AC down. Now this thing does have a lot of technology in it. I am surprised by that. It has the blind spot monitors. It has the rear seat belt sensors. We'll check the Maroni. It has, let's see what else it has. It has the brake assist, rear cross traffic alert, lane departure warning, high beam assist, rear automatic braking. I mean, this thing is loaded. Here's a Maroni, and they want $27,365 for this thing. I wouldn't pay that much, but that's their asking price. I'm sure that you can get this thing on sale for a little cheaper than that. But I do like the tech that it has in it. I mean, it does have some impressive technology on it. It does get great gas mileage. The little bit of time I did spend in it, according to the computer, if I shut this off, I've been getting around, I'm getting 11.6. So I mean, but I haven't really driven this thing much. I haven't taken it on the highway as of yet. I am looking to do that either later on today or tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it back up. And now let's talk about this shifter. Now I like this shifter. I like what a lot of the automotive manufacturers are doing with their shifters. You have Ram with the hockey puck, the new GM products such as the Tahoe and the Suburbans. They have they're incorporating the latch, where you pull the buttons. So I like this one. This does take some getting used to. So to put it in reverse, you have to squeeze this lever and push it forward. And as you can see with the camera, it does have the trajectory lines that move. So yeah, back to the shifter. To put it in drive is you just pull it back. To put it in neutral, okay, there it is. Took a while to get in neutral. And then to park, you press the park button and it does cycle through to get to park, kind of like a traditional shifter. I kind of like this. I think I have an understanding of why they have the button for park. I'm assuming it has something to do with Jeep. When Jeep first came out with their innovative shifter, and you would think you were putting in park and actually you didn't, and I think that's what caused it to pin that the guy that played Chekhov in the Star Trek movies, that caused it to pin him to a fence, and which ultimately led to his death. So with that, that's probably what drove the button to be placed here as opposed to just pushing it in park. So it does have the electronic parking brake, and it does have different drive modes. As you can see, that's sport, standard, and eco. I'm not understanding the purpose of sport in this vehicle. I mean, who are you planning on racing if you have this vehicle? A go-kart? I mean, let's be honest. Nobody's gonna ever use sport. It's really not gonna do anything. Nothing at all. It does have the USB and the USB-C ports. And with the USB-C port, it does have Android. It allows you to connect your phone to it. In this case, I'm using a Samsung, so it does have Android Auto and does work. So that's a plus. But when you start you start feeling around, I mean, it is somewhat of a soft touch material up here, but it's really not. It's somewhat. It doesn't feel extremely cheap or hard. So, but this material here, I guess, is designed to kind of match the seats. But I mean, it feels okay. It's not. I wouldn't get this. That's just my take on it. But it is just a base model, so it's not my taste. But yeah, soft touch on your armrests. These armrests here, it feels a little harder than the ones on the door, but open up, you got a little bit of space down here. See if you can see this. Got a little bit of space down here. Let me back up. Get some more. See if I can get some more light in here. So here's a better view of the this armrest console. Here's a glove box. We do have a charger. I don't remember seeing one. There's no charger in the back. I do like that it has AC vents in the back though. Now, one of the things I do like about this vehicle, one of the safety things I do like, and I've noticed that they start to put these in cars, is the seatbelt sensors in all 5 seats. So I think they should have added that a long time ago, like late 90s, long time ago, but they finally got around to doing that, which is a good thing, especially if you have kids and you want to ensure that they have their seatbelts on. Now you have sensors in the seats that will let you know if they have their seatbelts on or if they take them off or whatever's going on back there. So that is let me restart it. That is definitely a great safety feature to have. As you can see, the rear seats with the 3 rear sensors, that's what I'm referring to. So it does have power mirrors. They don't fold, but you do get power mirrors, power locks, auto up, auto down on the driver's side, but not the passengers, not the passenger side or the rear passenger side. And you're left with a lot of blank switches. Given that this is just the base model, all you get is your gauge dimmer. That's all you get here. So, I mean, if you're looking for like a basic car with decent gas mileage, I mean, this would be the car. This would be one way to go. You might also look at some other choices like the CR-V, the RAV4, just to see how it stacks up against those vehicles as well. But I mean, all in all, this is not a bad vehicle. It's just too basic for me. That's just how I look at this vehicle. This finish, not sure what this material is, but it looks, I mean, when I got the car, it was kind of dirty. So, I mean, I just got it earlier today and really haven't gone anywhere. So this, whatever this material is, it just, I think a piano black or maybe a darker cherry wood would look better with this. But then again, if this was the SL, or if they offer a platinum version, that would look better also. And I'm not sure, it's supposed to be black interior, but then we have this is brown. So I'm not understanding what they were doing when they designed this thing, but not really feeling the design of this. I do like the shifter, but I'm not feeling the design. So let's see if I can get some driving impressions. So when I drove it back from a dealership, it was a smooth ride. It was a fairly smooth ride for what it is. I think the Altima ride's a little smoother than this. As you can see, they're doing some work on my street, so I got cones and stuff that's preventing me from backing out quickly. But all in all, it's a smooth ride. I'm gonna try to get on it a little bit and see how this thing does. It's noisy. That's what it is. I mean, it's got a little quickness to it, but it's nothing to really get excited about. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna put it in sport mode just to see what that's gonna do. So let's see what it does in sport mode. As soon as once I clear this traffic, I'll see what it does in sport mode, just to kind of show you the difference. Actually, it does feel, you know what, I might be wrong. It does feel a little bit more responsive in sport mode. I will say that. It does feel more responsive. That's a good way of putting it. But I mean, I still wouldn't get this thing specifically for sport mode. I mean, this thing is just not, it's just not sporty. No matter what you do to it, it's not sporty at all. So I still don't understand why they would put sport mode on this thing, but it is more responsive. But I mean, like I said before, who you plan on racing? The go-kart driver? So yeah, that's just how I look at this. But outside of that, I mean, it's not a bad car. I know I've been bashing it and I've been giving it comments and then bashing it at the same time. But I mean, all in all, it's not a bad car. It's just not for me. That's a good way for me to put it. It's just not a vehicle for me. Just kind of based on how it is. It's just, this ain't my style. But if you're a college graduate looking to find your place in the world and you find a good deal with this car, I'd say buy it. I mean, you need to set of wheels that'll get you from point A to point B reliably and with some decent gas mileage, I say buy it. But for me, it's not for me. I miss my truck. But other than that, let's see. Yeah, I would not want to go up a mountain with this thing. I just wouldn't. Because all you would hear is this four-cylinder screaming the whole way up, the entire trip. If you're driving through like Colorado or something like that, or if you're driving to, like, let's say to San Diego from El Centro, California, and once you get up in those mountains a little bit, it'll get noisy. So that's just my opinion on this vehicle. But all in all, I think it's a decent car, just not for me. But for buyers that are looking for this car, I don't think you'll be disappointed with it. I think you may find disappointment in buying an S as opposed to a higher trim level. That's just my opinion on this car. But other than that, I mean, it's decent. I'm gonna try it in hold on for a minute. All right, I have it in standard. Let's see what. It's not as responsive. I mean, sport mode, the throttle is a bit more responsive with it, but I mean, other than that, it's just a standard SUV. That's just basically how I look at it. But I definitely would love the opportunity to test drive or at least review a top level of this vehicle. Because this one is not bad, it's just basic. That's basically my thoughts on it. But outside of that, this is my review of the Nissan Rogue, the 2021 Nissan Rogue S. Y'all go ahead and drop some comments in the comment section and tell me what you think about it. But that's my review. Y'all have a good day.